Normally, when you sit in a group discussion room, she starts opposing you, he starts shouting. And those two people are arguing among themselves only. And in this noisy room, you're supposed to impress the examiner so that you clear the GD round. Be it for MBA, job recruitment, or bank exams, group discussion is an important round and also full of chaos. But as Littlefinger says, chaos is a ladder. And I'm gonna tell you how to climb it. Think of it this way. When we are with friends and family, we are so good at talking because we have an opinion about everything. Group discussions are exactly the same. But all we have to do is to know what kind of topics will be thrown at us and be prepared. And today, by the end of this video, I'm going to get you prepared. So in today's video, we're going to learn what is group discussion. What does the examiner want to know about you through the group discussion? Different parts of GD along with sample answers. But most importantly, towards the end, I'll give you a bonus tip that'll help you clear the GD round. Hi, I'm Taskeen. And if you like the work I'm doing and want to motivate me to make more videos, make sure you hit that like button. Let's begin. A group discussion is where a set of candidates, say 10 to 12, are given a topic and are asked to discuss among themselves for a set duration. Now, the kind of topics given in a GD round can be broadly classified into 4 categories. Number 1, the general category, which can be related to facts, education policy of our country, current affairs, so on and so forth. For example, should yoga be made compulsory in schools? Is India ready to go 100% cashless? The purpose of these topics is to find out how aware you are of what is happening around you. The second category is controversial topics. For example, is beef ban logical? Women make better managers. Freshers are better than laterals. As you can see, these topics are argumentative in nature, and that's exactly the purpose, to provoke you, because the examiner wants to know how mature you are in keeping your temper in check. The third category is abstract topics that don't really point to a particular subject. End justifies the means. The farther we look, the closer we are. These topics are meant to test your lateral thinking and creativity. And the final category is case study based. For example, a company fired an employee, and as a result, other employees went on a strike. The question is, why do you think the company fired the employee, and what can they do to stop the strike? These use cases are usually a short description of a problem, and the team together is required to come up with a solution. Now let's see what skills does the examiner want to see in you and how to show them that you possess those skills. Number 1, they want to know how good are your communication skills. So avoid using informal phrases like, I don't know, kya yaar, chalta hai. On the other hand, you don't have to use complicated words like Shashi Tharoor or be a grammar Nazi. It's okay to make a few grammatical mistakes here and there. Just make sure that you're confident while talking. Number 2, they want to know how flexible you are in accepting other people's views. This is important because eventually you will work in a team where not everybody will agree with you. Your co-workers will come from different backgrounds, lifestyles, opinions, beliefs, religions. So it's important that you're open to new ideas, even if they don't align with the way you think. They want to know your subject knowledge. That is how much you read and how much you pay attention to what is happening around you. But most importantly, they want to know how are your listening skills. So relax, listen carefully and maintain eye contact with whoever is speaking. Remember, the group discussion is not about you. It's about the team. The group discussion can be broadly classified into 3 parts. Number 1, the start. Now, a lot of people will tell you that you should be the first person to start a group discussion. The advantage of starting first is that you grab everybody's attention and can make a great first impression. But if you talk nonsense while everybody is looking at you, then it's going to go. But if you start second, you will get extra time to think about what you're going to say next And best yet, suppose you don't understand the topic, then thanks to the first person who started speaking, you will kind of start understanding what the topic is about. But be it first or second, you need to have something meaningful to say. You can start with a quote, a fact, or best yet, start with a short incident from your personal life that you can relate to the topic. For example, suppose the topic is, was demonetization a successful move in India? Then you can start by saying, I still remember watching Narendra Modi's speech on TV when he had announced that the then 500 and 1000 rupee notes will no longer be valid. I had immediately called my parents asking them to keep their notes ready so that we can immediately return it to the bank. At first, our entire family thought that it is a great move to flush out the black money in our country. But it is very hard to ignore the hardships that most of the Indians had to go through because of lack of proper planning. So in this answer, you start with your personal experience related to the topic and then immediately move on to the next point where you express your opinion. Remember, it is important to not stretch your personal experience to the point where everybody gets bored. After the start comes the body. Now, throughout the GD, you need to remember these 3 points. Number 1, in GDs, I have seen people hitting the table and screaming at others if they don't agree with them. Maybe that's how you get selected in roadies. But in real life, you'll be kicked out of the next round. So, if somebody does not agree with you, you don't have to be aggressive about it. Aggressive people make bad employees and worse managers. Instead, be assertive and put your point across rationally. Suppose you get a controversial topic like women make better managers than men. And if a guy does not agree, then don't be like, my mother makes a better manager than you. Instead, you can say something like, Raj, I agree with you that a major percentage of managers are men. But I'd like to point out